There's no way that the provisions that they're outlining are going to stop illegal immigration. It's a big fat amnesty bill for people who've been here since January of this year, which is a highly unethical and immoral approach, which allows people who came into the country expecting to get rewarded for breaking the law to actually take advantage of the program.
But what about those industries that just cannot do without the low-wage workers, the agriculturals and the food service and the hotel industry that really, let's face it, they depend on that? Wouldn't that cause chaos if we have something more draconian in mind?
I don't know. Absolutely not. Look, the president has said himself he doesn't think you can really enforce immigration law. So why even bother having an amnesty? If we're not going to be a country and we're not going to have laws and we're not going to enforce the borders, why don't we just declare, unilateral anarchy in this country? I mean, the thick as a plank president we have doesn't seem to have a plan to actually make the rule of law matter in this country anymore.
Benjamin,
and I'll just say this one more thing. Until I see American employers offering pensions, health care, decent health care and retirement, and the American dream for all American workers, then you can talk to FAIR about bringing in millions of foreign workers.
Benjamin, are we kidding ourselves when we think that we can have this path to citizenship work? I mean, were you sending people home for X number of years and then they have to come back again?
Well, I think the path to citizenship that a lot of people are talking about now are for the 12 million undocumented immigrants that are here. And I think the good news about this bill is, number one, as you say, it's in the light of the day now, right? It's out of this locked room scenario, and you get more people invested in trying to create a real workable solution. That's good news. It does recognize that you're not going to be able to deport the 12 million that are here. It, I think, rejects Dan Stein's dim view of the world that any business who wants an immigrant must be just trying to steal wages and hire cheap workers. Most people that are in business understand they want to be able to play by the rules. You got to create a system where they can play by the rules, and you need an immigration system that recognizes that we're getting older and better educated, and surprise, surprise, we're attracting younger, less educated workers into our workforce. Creating an immigration system that understands those realities is important.
That's it. See, if you look at the studies that do an analysis of what this bill is going to cost over time, because of the welfare dependency rates of the low-skilled workers, entitlement costs are going to balloon into the billions. Yeah. And if the average age of the immigrants coming in now is close enough to the baby boomers that it's going to hit precisely when the Social Security crisis will be most acute.
Okay,
you can't solve the problems that way.
Dan thinks that you can assess the value of workers simply by adding up how much they pay in taxes and how much they use in services. But guess what? These people are important producers and consumers in our economy. They play a vital role in making the economy work.
We've outsourced all these great jobs. What we're creating now are service jobs that don't pay very well. We've globalized the economy. Now what we're doing is eviscerating American business needs the rule of law, a firm foundation that basically says if you play by the rules and you play the game fair, that's the American dream. So the amnesty bill in the Senate runs contrary to everything we believe is fundamental about our system of fairness.
Boy, we're having this much fun. Imagine what they were doing behind closed doors in the Senate, and it's still to come in the House, as a matter of fact, too, which ought to be fun.
This issue's we got to stop the filibustering and name calling. Have a real conversation about how to fix this system.
I'm sure it continues at this point. Gentlemen, thank you both. Have a good weekend.
All right.